What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. God, I can hear that the echo is back. The echo in the room. I took all the things off. You can see I'm packing. So this might be my last video for a little while. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do it off of my laptop, but no guarantees there. Basically, I was supposed to close on my house 3 days ago, and it didn't happen. So, closing has been pushed out for two more weeks. But essentially, there's a lady that's in the apartment that I need to move into, and she wasn't taking things seriously. But we had a firm talking to her, and now she's at least looks like taking things seriously. So my real estate agent is trying to help her find a place and get her out. It's stressful, man. Like I have to be out of this apartment in 3 weeks, no matter what happens. If the house doesn't go through, if it does go through, it doesn't matter. I have to move from here, and that was my place to go, was this house. But I don't know. It's coming down to the wire, man. So closing has been pushed out for 2 more weeks. If we can close in 2 weeks, great. You know, no problems. But if this lady decides to put up a stink and we have to drag her to court and do the whole eviction thing, man, like, oh my God. That's not going to be good for me. It's not going to be good, man. And I don't know. You know, so... And here's the other thing. This lady might find an apartment because my real estate agent is going out and meeting with her and helping her find an apartment this weekend. She finds one this weekend. Shit, she could be moving out Monday. So if she's moving out Monday, then that means I can move. So I want to have all my stuff in boxes ready to go. And yeah, the next like at least couple of weeks I'm going to be living out of boxes, and it's going to be a little tough on me, but like I say, I'll try to at least keep up with the Forex stuff, because, I don't know, I enjoy trading Forex. I also added, you know, no matter what's going on in my life, I like to always at least put some silver in the old bank. You know what I mean? I had 4 banger side jobs last week, paid quick money, easy money. And I took a small portion of it, just a very small portion, and got some silver. Because I wasn't expecting this bounce here. You know what I mean? It's like the times that you think that the trend lines aren't going to hold, they hold. And then the times that you are trading the trend line, they don't hold. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. But this looks like it could be 2 different things here. If you go down to the daily chart, it kind of looks like a flag here. So this could be a drop into a flag for another drop. That's a possibilities. Or we just get a little retracement. Maybe this thing corrects down like that. We get like a little retracement down this candle, and then this continues up, and then our bullish weekly move continues to the upside, which is also a possibility. So yeah, I went to possibly buy some Constitutional, but then I saw the price of Constitutional. Like, for 7 ounces worth of silver for Constitutional would have cost me $280 shipped to my door. Versus, you know, getting 7 Philharmonics shipped to my door. Which hopefully they ship this week, because if I have to move, I'll have to probably come back here to get them later, but... yeah, 7 ounces, Philharmonics. It was like $60 cheaper. For the same amount of silver, but $60 cheaper. So obviously I went with 7 Philharmonics. And hopefully we'll see those this week. That would be cool. But yeah, I always want to I think it's smart, anyways, to put some money into silver, gold, and that kind of stuff. And this seemed like a key area anyway. You know what I mean? It's a good spot, I would say. We're not at a high. No, we were testing a high, but we're bouncing off of a high. But anyways, this week, EuroCAD, I took profits. I wanted to free the money up because it really started to slow down. I probably could have held and made another $100 or so, but, you know, we had a daily bullish engulfing. And then we got this retracement, and I literally took profit right there before the market closed. That was a beautiful trade. You know, great entry, not much drawdown, nice move. Beautiful. That was great. That's what we need to try to keep doing, like that. So that is the plan. And obviously Aussie USD this week did not work out. So this is why the trend lines are kind of tricky, right? Because we had it here. Yep, we had wicks. So obviously people thought this was going to reverse from here. It didn't. So I took as soon as this thing snapped up like that, I took the loss and got out. But then you could move the trend line up to here and you notice, oh, we got another wick rejection. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't buying it there. I wasn't selling it there. And because once that trend line thing kind of fooled me, I'm like, well, we're probably going to come into a daily level of resistance before we turn. And that's way up here. So I moved this trend line to close price here, close price, wick touch there. And then we have wicks going through it there. And this looked like break retest, right? Oh, this makes more sense now. So here was the break, here's the retest. Then we got a flat, another push down. And now it's coming back up for a second test of this same trend line. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense now, but I didn't see that, and I took a loss on that this week. But yeah, this is why we're gonna probably just stick to these big levels, right? Because it's way easier to manage your trade when you're getting in at a daily level of resistance or support. It's way easier to manage. So trend lines I'm going to ignore from now on. I mean, I might use trend lines to get an idea, a picture, but I'm going to use these zones. Like this seems to be the best thing. So I might take this. You know, I have a sell stop here, 25,000 units. Stop loss up here. I don't think we're going to get that high, but we're risking $137, and this might be even too much risk. I don't know. But either way, we're risking 137, and we could potentially make 815 if we come back down. I do think would be at least hitting this trend line again. Yeah. Before any big reversal. So I would say that the likelihood that we come down to this is pretty good, and possibly even go lower than that. I don't know. But for now, I'm looking for this move from here, at least to this low. But I have my TP right here for now. But we'll see. But Aussie New Zealand, I spotted this one last week. This one fits the criteria perfectly, man. I mean, this is a weekly level of resistance here. So I did the line and the box just so I could get a better picture. And then here's the daily level just above it. So this is like, it could come a little bit higher. I would say at least to the top of the box. And that's what I'm thinking. If you look at the last weekly candle that we have, right? We have a wick, we have a body. So I'm thinking the next weekly candle that forms, we'll get a wick up, right, to the daily level, which is right here. So we'll possibly get one more little push up to the daily level, and then the descent back down, because this looks like an expansion, a drop into an expansion pattern. So I think we're going to come down, I mean, minimum this low, but I think the other previous, yeah, if it's expanding, right, boom, boom, we should come down to boom right there, which would be this low. Perfect. All right, so I entered that. Maybe I'm a little bit early. I do think it might spike up one more time. So if you're not in this, I would try to go above above the high that's already clocked in, but just realize that it may push up to this daily level, which is not much higher. And I'm just going to keep my stop up here above the high. We're risking $135 for the potential of making 660 bucks almost. If we can get this nice little move down. And other than that, I'm looking for NZD, USD. I'm going for 2 moves on this one. And it kind of makes sense that Aussie New Zealand is about to reverse, because I think Aussie might continue to head down, and NZD, I think there's some bullish momentum coming here, because you see, if we zoom out on the daily, we had big bullish move. Did actually take out highs, but not convincing enough that it's, you know, this was in fact the bottom. I don't know. It still seems like we're in a downtrend, but regardless, we had this bullish move. We took out a high, and now this looks like a big potential flag. You know, daily flag potentially. So if you look at where price is now, you know, we had drop, flag, drop. Now we're getting another flag. Looks like a perfect spot to enter, because we are in a zone, right? This was support, so that is a zone. So now we're entering on a retracement in a sell zone, which looks like a flag. We'll be getting in at the top of the flag, looking for this to make one more push to the downside. And after this push to the downside, I want to take profit just below the lows. And then I'm going to be looking for a buy, because I think that we'll push down, and I think the move to the upside might be a lot bigger than the move to the downside. I think we're going to get a big bounce out of here. So, yeah, those are some of the trades I'll be going for. But I'm not going to put the buy order in yet until this thing hits TP. Once this thing hits TP, then we'll kind of see like what price is doing, if we have serious momentum, if we don't have momentum, and you know, figure it out. But I'm looking to buy somewhere below this TP zone for, you know, a bounce to the upside. But again, I don't know where yet. Depends on how fast and extreme this thing comes shooting down, you know. So we'll have to see. So yeah, that's my plan for this week. EuroCAD, I'm out. You know, maybe EuroCAD might even bounce from here. You might be able to trade that too, if, you know, look for a bounce out of this zone. We've bounced out of it twice previously, so we could get a bounce out of this zone, come back up to this zone, possibly. You could sell it from there again, possibly, and come back down. I don't know. But, yeah. It does look like Canadian dollar. Yeah, look at this. It is, it's trying hard to break out of here. I don't think it's going to, though. Yeah, look at that weekly candle. Held. And this looks like a pennant, like, I don't know. This just looks like this is going to bust out at some point to the downside. Big picture. Potentially. I don't know. This is a little confusing down here, but USD CAD. Yeah, USD CAD. I was interested in buying this if it came back down into this zone right here. Because USD CAD seems to be one of the most confusing pairs to me. So I don't even want to be trading this. Unless we come down to this zone here, I would consider buying this to the upside. Because potentially this is just a big flag that, you know, it started to look like pennants and wedges and all kinds of like, but now the more price is going on, it's starting to look like, you know, potentially, I mean, it could be just a bigger wedge, Or maybe it's a flag. If we break down to here, it could be, this could be a big flag, you know, and then up. I don't know. I'm just not interested in trading that one right now. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this one. I will see you when I see you. I don't know when that may be, but see you later.